I put all the wee slots on that roof there, and I've been thinking, the slots cut a long time now, but I've been thinking what to do with the roof. Every night I lie in this bed here, I watch the TV, I watch the projector, and I just look around me and what's going to happen. Like all them shelves is coming away, and there's the bracket to put the projector up, and then this wee thing along the side had to be continued, because that's going to hide the cables. So whenever the HDMI cable goes into the projector, it'll run along inside these things to whatever players I have running it, and speaker wires and all run along that. A lot of DVDs. I actually bought a lot of second-hand DVDs and Blu-ray discs. I haven't watched them in years, but I bought them second-hand and had a pile of myself, and the brought gave me a pile. So inside this wardrobe now, part of the reason why I built this wall the way I did is because I don't want to waste space. I'm going to build a great big rack here now to hold the DVDs. So roughly it's going to be built from that cable the whole way right up. And I'm even going to overlap this. I'll cut that wee bit out, a couple of DVDs, and I'll fit this wee section, that won't matter. So we'll keep it going the whole size. And I might even put some DVDs on this side of the wall and that side, but they're there anyway. I want to hold on to them. And because I'm using a structural wood here, I can put the screws in from behind if I wanted to, and just screw them to the side. So I'll make the rough rectangle, maybe a shelf in the middle will be fixed, and then the rest I'll put on my wee fastener so I can move it. So that's my wee job, quick job for today. Although it's in the cupboard, I want it made of proper plywood, and this will be all stained to match the bed, because I'm walking in and out of the wardrobe all the time. I'm going to see this. I don't want a cheap crap wood, and that's the best quality plywood there. It's reusing it like, but I'm cutting it down here now with a wee power saw, and then I'll put it through this saw. That's set up for the size of a DVD. That's the if I need my shelves. So once that's set up, I've lost the original bar, so I clamp it. Once I've that set up now, I can just whiz through boards. So that'll be the two sides, and then the wee shelves, I can use that there for the shelves. It doesn't matter running strip after strip after strip. And but I don't like wastage, so unless I can get two shelves out of that, I won't use that board. I'll look for another board. If I get two shelves, I'll use this board. And you always try and use up the worst bits of wood first. So in my shed here, if you look at what I've got here, a DVD. So there's all the bits of plywood in there. That's cheaper shit plywood, so I don't want to use that. But there's other bits in there, so whatever works out best. If I had smaller bits, see like them leftovers, so some of them there could be reused on my shelves. And so I'll use up the like of them first. If they fit the shelves, I'll use up them bits first instead of cutting the big sheets. Saw here is a brilliant saw from Little. Of all their tools, that is the best tool there. It's really powerful, and unlike the cheaper electric ones, it doesn't kick back on you. It's safe. Now you still cut your hand off, but if she jams, she'll cut out rather than kick back. This battery, I think they're about £40-60 around about that. I got that one for a fiver. I wouldn't recommend them on any of the Little tools. They're far too heavy. If you drop a tool, it'll break the clip off on your tool. But on this saw, you don't drop that saw. That's not a saw you drop. Other tools like drills, you drop them. You're on a stool, you drop them. But you don't drop this, so it's ideal for this saw here. Really, really powerful. No problem cutting plywood. That just jammed a wee bit because of the way the wood wants to bend. But a bigger saw would have kicked back when that happened. So I look at a pile of wood now, there's lots of wee bits of wood. Like I wouldn't throw plywood out. Plywood's very good. Like that stuff there, you can stay in the shed for years and you can still use it. So I won't deliberately cut up plywood with a lot of waste. So them ones there, if I have shelves 44 long, 2 shelves is 88. If I was to cut that into shelves there, these 2 pieces, not much wastage. So that there's 100. So it's only 12mm wastage. And that one's slightly shorter. So that'll make ideal shelves. Well, I get 2 shelves out of it. Get 2 shelves out of them. So I'll use them 2 bits. That'll give me 4 shelves. And get another 2 of that, that'll be 6. I always like to keep wood going the same grain. So even if that was long enough, I like to keep grain going the right way. I don't like a nice rough edge at the end. That bit there could be used as well. That there bit's it's been all mucked up like, so you see the holes and all that. I've been using it for other jobs. But for 1 or 2 shells short, as long as that's in the waste, we can use that bit as well. But I'll leave that last. So we'll cut up these 2 here. The 2 side bits is 73 deep. So I'll just clamp the 2 of them. And then when I cut it with a square, when I cut it with a saw, even if it was slightly crooked, the 2 of them match. That's what I reckon anyway. So I'll just cut them a slightly longer. Yeah, just slightly longer. That'll be a tight fit. So I'll run these other boards now through this. As for the shelves, there's 9 shelves, and that's including the top and the bottom. So 9 shelves will give 8 rows of DVDs. Now, this is the top and the bottom shelves. 44. I'll draw the line with a square. I'm going to cut the 2 of them together. That'll then be screwed to the sides, and then the thing will be put in place. And the other wee shelves go in between then. If that's 44, I'll just make them a wee smidgy smaller than 44, so they're going out easy. So I'll cut these 2 together now. The only thing now with the clamps on, I can't get that container right underneath. It's a bit big. Maybe a wee stool would have been handier. But be alright. I've my main wee box made now. Whenever I screw it together, I lay it flat on the wood, because if you're on an uneven surface, it's very hard to get everything square. I need to cut this wee bit out now for the electrical box. But the jigsaws are useless at doing curves, so I'm going to draw this out. But I just thought then it's going to bust through the wood. So I've clamped this wee bit on here. I'll take it easy so it doesn't bust the other side of the wood. Must be through it, that. So hopefully now I'll take this off. That's the neat then. It hasn't busted the wood. And now I'll just cut this now with the jigsaw. Put a wee battery in it. Just cut it straight. If all the cordless tools are button little, I have to say the jigsaws are the worst. And they can't really do serious work. That's a 12 volt. I have the 20 volt one as well. Quite clumsy thing. Not very good at turning corners. There's my shelf set into place now. The cabinet. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to screw that into this beam here and let it hold that tight. And you know the thing I didn't measure? You see where that wood there can bow, or that could be bowed. You don't know which is straight and which is not. And if I force that into there, so I'll just screw it at the top and the bottom. I won't bother screwing the middle until the shelves is in. And right, I'll get a spirit level now and check this for a spirit level. I've drawn lines here on both sides. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to drill a hole through the wall, and then I'll put the screw from this side of the wall straight into that wood there, because this is all going to be covered in carpet tiles, and then you won't see no fittings at all. But just in case the wood is warped, I'll get the spirit level and just check that, and I'll check that with spirit level. There's a possibility there could be a bend in that wood or that wood, but suppose I can recheck with a measuring tape as long as it's, because if I stretch that in, the shelves could be too small. I haven't cut all the shelves yet anyway, but roughly 42.5 there. So the wood's bent, that can be pulled in. If that's pulled in, that's the right size. So it's just that wood there's bent a bit, and she's pulled in, it's 42.5. So everything's okay. That's you have to look out for, and then you cut all your shelves in one go and you think, why are they not fitting? I need a thicker tape measure. So 42.5, that's straight enough. So I'll lift this down now, like so. Get my drill. Should make sure you drill the hole straight. You know I punch through the other side of the wood. That's the advantage of doing it with wood like this. Nobody else will build a wall of wood. The way I look at it, if I was to have an empty room and go out and buy an MFI fitted wardrobe, look how much chipboard and all you have. What's the difference between having a chipboard or MDF fitted plywood or bolting this? The only difference this and the MDF thing is I've got electrics on it. But MDF would stick, or not, IKEA, not IKEA. They all stick lights and all this, don't they? They mightn't put sockets, but they put lights. So I'll set this back up again now. I need 2 hands. Screw it to the side. I need to break off them wee buggers. That's what's holding it out. So I've cut them off the angle grinder, but just need that one there's holding it out. So that's probably what was bending it. So I'll lift this up now, put this in, put them screws in, and then cut the shelves. I'm ready to put the shelves on now. I'm not going to screw the shelves in. They're going to sit in wee fasteners. That's what you're meant to use, the like of these wee boys here. All I have is 2. You draw your wee hole and you pop them in. It's dead handy. So what I'm doing here, I'm putting down a wee block of wood, set it on a DVD, keeping it close to the back for squareness, drawing a line. I did the same on the other side. I'll drill 2 holes on that line now, and I haven't got them, but I've got these. And believe it or not, the big ones and the wee ones are the same size a bit. So what I've done a test hole. Got a couple of bits on a scrap piece of wood. And the first hole's too big. And the second hole is just right. And that's how I get to know which bit I need. So you have to put in with a screwdriver. So if I drill the 2 holes here now with my drill, and you have to keep it nice and level. Put it right on the line. Now you'll probably find you don't get exactly on the line. So what I'll do now, although I've got the line on the other side, I'll only drill 3 holes. I'll drill 3, and then what happens then is when I put the shelf on, if I'm slightly out of them other 3, I can get this one so the shelf doesn't wobble. So I'll get a wee screwdriver now and put these in with a screwdriver. And they're pretty strong. In fact, I've got the screwdrivers here. Oh, I need a straight screwdriver, does it? Straight screwdriver, that's awkward there, boys. That's these wee ones here. This might be a star. This is all leftover stuff from my flat packs and all that. I have a wee box where I put spares and stuff. I mean, do this with a hand screwdriver. I can't hold the forward and hold that, and you know, I'm not an octopus like. Plus my eyesight's gone. You get the idea, I know, like, if I've sort of tipped that, you get the idea. It's very, very strong. I'll pop the other three on now, and then the shelf just sits on top. So there's that, three of them, man. So if that shelf was crooked, now if that was low, your shelf would wobble. By getting it on tight against them three, I can check the markings now of that one and make sure it's right before I drill the hole. So there's shelf number one done now. Put the black side up. TV's going there now, and the next one's going there. It's just a matter of repeating as I go up. I'll check my measurements now just to make sure that it ends up. I don't end up with a half one. And if it is slightly out, I can adjust the distance. Check the measurements. Between the curtain, the shelf, the gap, and all the rest is 9 inches. If I go up there, the very top shelf is going to be pretty tight. So what I'll do now, you see the gap, I can afford to have slightly less gap. So when I draw the line now, I'll draw my hole just slightly on the lower edge of the line. And that'll keep me right as I go up. I'm under a wee bit of problem. If I keep that spacing the whole way up, this shelf ends up in the middle of that socket. It doesn't matter, I can cut it out. But if I cut it out then, I'm losing the space of stacking DVDs on 2 shelves. So it's best if I just leave a bigger gap here and raise it up. And I could even put a wee second shelf in there, maybe keep wee calculators and wee small items on it. But even then, I was going to put it on top of that, but I cut the corner out. And I'm keeping it so this DVD sits, no space wasted here, like. So it leaves me more space for the rest. To get that shelf square now, I hold the DVD next to the wall and hold the shelf up level to it. And I know then that's square. And then I'll draw my holes, get them 2 sides in, and then I get my spirit level. Don't have a wee small one handy. So I'll just set this one here in front. I'll set it in front and I'll make a mark over there. And when I make the mark with a pencil, can't hold the phone under it. When I make the mark with a pencil, it's not fair at that. Then I'll draw the other 2 holes. That'll be the job done. That's my wee shelf made now. Alexa, cancel. I just want to shut up like at times. I won't be doing no painting until we get a heat wave in the summertime or springtime or some weekend, and I'll paint everything. When I go to paint this, I'll be done with that type of stain. Brilliant stuff, expensive, but it sort of soaks into the wood. You won't scratch it off like paint. It's very hard wearing. And whenever you go to recycle wood, you put it back on again. They're like brand new. Doesn't matter how scruffy or how mucky it gets, they're like brand new. I'll be taking all them wee shelves outside, sand them down with electric sander. Meantime, I'm going to throw in the DVDs now. I want to get all the crates and all emptied. I'm not actually sleeping in this room yet. I lie in the bed at night time watching the TV and the projector while I'm getting a look out just to fill up the overall room. And I'm deciding ideas and what I'm going to do. But I'm not actually sleeping in it yet. The carpet has to go on. So that bed has to be dismantled to get the carpet on. And, or, I don't know. I might go for vinyl flooring, like the tongue and groove stuff. Vinyl. It's expensive. But I might just do this one room. Because I've got the shower there and the back door. I won't be using that as a back door. But what I do is, I do go out of there in the morning when I go to work. Wee Luna lies in the bed. She sees me going out to work. She sees me going out the gate. Anybody who comes to the house comes in the back gate. So then Luna stays in the bed. Well, before we done this, Luna will lay in the front room and she's waiting for me to come home from work. She'll be outside, stand at the other gate in the rain. At least she has a comfort. She can see the gate, see if anybody's coming. So I go out that way. Because if I go out the kitchen door, she'll think I'm sneaking out. She sees me out that way and she's a happy girl. Like I know DIY in a minute out. But whenever, depends what type of mats I can get. I don't want to walk on a cold floor. Apparently vinyl floor is supposed to be warmer. But that back door is very, very close to the floor. I don't know. That's the way the ones fitted it. And you wouldn't have room for insulation and a floating floor there. It's very close. Maybe I can adjust them hinges a bit to lift the door up a bit. I'm not sure, but I don't know why it's so close to the door, to the floor. So whenever I got this done, then I have to paint a wee bit of the roof here first before I put the carpet on the walls. But the painting will all be done before the flooring goes down. I don't want fumes in the house. All the windows will be open, doors will be open, and things will dry quick. Get a coat on, do something else, back, get the next coat on. And, you know, that's the way I want to do the painting. I don't want to be washing brushes out at the end of the day. Get them all painted. Black stain, bed's black stain. So it's good stuff, that stain. And I might just stain that wall behind as well. I might just leave it, it's like a waxy. That wood is, so I had to do a wee sample bit to see if that took stain. Obviously I took the writing there, but it feels like a wax. I have a funny feeling the stain won't bond to that. I need that gap there because I'm going to put a curtain on here. And the curtain has to pull right back. So even without the cables, I get that screwed on now again. Even without the cables been there, I would have had a gap anyway to allow for the curtain. That was all the idea, to have them shelves there as part of the wardrobe. I've got dehumidifiers out in the shed. I'll put one sitting there on the floor, and if they ever do get any damp or anything like that, the dehumidifier can go on. That'll go on and calm myself like. That's about it there now. So I'm going to give it a quick wipe down now, a quick wee hoover. I'm going to hoover the backyard, get the sawdust picked up. I'm going to bring in, I'm not going to bring in the DVDs. I'll try to get that quickly hoovered. Do you know what? I'm going to take the girl for a walk now. I get cheap electric at night time. I hoover at night time with cheap electric. I get cheap electric from 7 o'clock tonight. Give it a wee hoover at 7 o'clock and get the DVDs on, and that'll be another job finished. I'll free up a bit more shed space. As I get these crates unemptied, find out where things happen. I've got a lot of CDs as well. I want to get CDs, so I might do a wee rack in there for CDs as well. Like, I don't know, but maybe I'll put the CDs. I want to get the old CD players and all going again. Back to the good old days. That's a brilliant amplifier there. Brilliant amplifier there, Panasonic DVD player. But I had a Blu-ray player. Brother gave it to me, and I was starting out things one day. I chucked it out, thinking it was a DVD recorder. See, that's what happens. You throw something out, and something vital goes out. So I had to buy a Blu-ray player. Try some of these Blu-rays. So I'm going to get my wee girl out now. Get down to Tesco's. I need some nuts. I need some bananas. Get these read up quickly. Hoover up outside. And then tonight then I'll put the DVDs in. It'll be all magical. All magical. So there's my wee DVD library finished there now. A lot of them I got from my brother. Some of them I bought second hand because of the ones I like, and other ones I definitely won't keep. Are stupid things. So the thing about a DVD, nobody wants out DVDs now, like. But when I put them DVDs on my projector and all, I get surround sound. If you put on Netflix, it's all these people have all these sound bars. You don't get the proper surround sound that you get off a DVD, and the sound makes a movie. So they're all blockbusters there, like, you know, them's, I mean, I bought them second hand there, like, Downtown Abbey. I've never watched Downtown Abbey, but the boy once said, a boy once said that boy I heard on TV. I didn't come up with this way statement. And he goes to your man's big house and a big library, and he says, "Have you read all them books?" And the boy says, "No. What's the point in having a library full of books you've already read?" So the DVDs are the same. There's some there might be a bit crap. There's some could be spectacular. But even the crap ones, until I've actually watched it, someday I'll be bored stiff. My broadband will be down. There'll be a power cut, and I'll be able to watch a DVD. Like the Grinch. I don't like the Grinch, but you never know. Some Christmas I might be in a Grinchy mood. You don't know. No, there must be a few holy ones there. Like, I don't know where they came from. I don't think the brother was into them. So I've sort of tried to keep the main exciting ones there and the total crap ones up there. So let's see what crap ones we have. 13 got on 30. I don't think that's my type of movie, like. Mad About Dog. It looks a good title, but it looks a shit movie. It's probably a cheap market budget thing, you know. 2012. Oh, that's Blu-rays. I put the Blu-rays up there. I haven't got a Blu-ray player yet. But they might be moving down. You know, whenever I get the Blu-ray player, they move down. I need to get one at a decent price. But here's the exciting ones here. Avatar, Matrix, Revolutions. But I got all the Matrix down there too, I think. So I need to be organised. I'm not 100% organised yet. But we'll move that one. See, that one might already be in that box set. And if it's so, this can go back to a charity shop. Nobody else will want it. Riddick. I think that was a good movie. The day after tomorrow. Independence Day would be my #1 movie. If I was to vote a movie worth watching 5, 6, 7, 8 times, it's Independence Day. It's in there somewhere. Where did I see it? Definitely in Independence Day. You think she'd be up on one of these prime shelves here? Look at that there. That is the movie to be seen there, Independence Day. Robot's not so bad. Minority Report, can't remember much about that. But I can watch that over and over there. You get the money's worth out of that. Pirates of the Caribbean. I think they've been right in the mood to watch that, don't you? Like Fantastic Four, The Sixth Sense, Halloween. I'll put that on Halloween. The League of Extraordinary. I like that one there. See, that's a 2-disc original edition. You're not getting that on Netflix. Oh no. Netflix, you get full of commercials. Waterworld, wouldn't be the best. Too Fast, Too Furious. That's the kind of film you know might be popular, but you never get around to watching. Transformers, don't think that's going to be too great either. I say double pack. This is not your normal. This is a double pack. So there's something there to watch, like. So I'll be looking forward to getting these. Look at all the box sets there, boys. Right, nothing like a wee box set. These will all come out before Netflix and got the idea box sets, you know. And I actually bought this one here, you know. I waited till sale to buy that. And you know, I don't like sport. I never watched the Olympics. But I like the open ceremony, the closing ceremony, and I love the music. And I bought them DVDs so I can get the music and the open and closing ceremony. Got in a sale after the Olympics. But I paid for that with my money. That wasn't in a charity shop. That was bought brand new. So even things you're not interested in, you can be parts of it. I must get that on there. Listen to the music again. Brilliant music soundtracks in the Olympics. So that's it there now. So come the summertime, it should be all painted black and all, and be all nicely sanded. Shall look the part. I'll say I'll have to weed some of them out. The ones are totally shite. Like I'll give a movie 15 minutes. If it hasn't got me in 15 minutes, it's gone. I don't struggle on like. If it's got jazz music, I can't watch it. So I say the sound makes a big. Tomorrow Never Comes. What's that? James Bond. James Bond's a funny kind of one. You can't wait for the new one to come out, but once you watch one slightly old, it looks very outdated. There's a couple up there. Where they get up there? The Hobbit. And haven't got a clue what that is. But it's a 4-feature box set, so it must be worth watching. Don't know if that's a good movie or not. But somebody paid the money for the original box. So I was buying a couple of these second hands. I wanted to buy these ones second hand. The brother heard I was buying second hand. You take them other ones, man. I'm fed up with them, he says. So he dumped the whole lot down, Blu-ray player and all, and I went through the Blu-ray player out by mistake. That's why I don't like to throw things out. So I'll get these organised in alphabetical order now. I like to be organised sometimes. Get all the box sets together. So my wee girl, she's waiting to get fed again now. Like, she's always waiting. All my videos always mention her wanting fed. That's all she does. That's all she does. I want to put that box in there. I was going to end the video. I was going to put that box in there. Look. That's a good one there. Night at the Museum 1 and 2. And it's not even out of the cling film yet. It's not even out of the cling film. I could have watched that this Christmas had I had the DVD player going. Chitty chitty bang bang. 2 disc set. Years since I've seen that.